Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the sunshine. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope all is well. Let me see. Who do we have here on this moonwalk? Justin's mom is here. Sanders are in. Nola Brown, Mai Tai, that girl is back with us again, in China from the bushes. And if there is anyone who is in the bushes or in the clouds right now, welcome, welcome, welcome to you as well. And those of you who press pon the replay. We are here because there's a lot going on. And this will be my third live. So I have been live since what? 11:30, 12, I don't know. But anyway, we are back because right when I was in the middle of doing something else, Miss Phone Calls from prison dropped a call. So we are going to get into that call. Apparently, Nesto is having nightmares. Now, I didn't get to hear, I heard the tail end of the call because or maybe the middle or something, because like I said, I was doing something. So we are going to get into this call and see what's going on and why this guy is having nightmares. And if you missed, probably about an hour ago, I did I finished up the interview that we started last Friday with Sylvia and Sonya, and I'm actually glad I did that part two because you got to look into a little bit of her psyche, I think. So that was good. And now we are going to do this call. And did I say, hey, Penny Proud? Hey, Penny Proud. Um, so we're going to get into this call and see what's going on. So, like I said, if you missed that video, oh, and also last night I did, or early this morning, you could say, a hilarious body cam video. So get into those things when you get a chance. But right now, we are going to get into this phone call. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I did see Nola Brown. All right. Do I have any mods in here? Sanders aren't in this, right? Okay. Hey, the Tooth Doctor, how you doing? So let me share the screen and get into this phone call. About Nesto having nightmares. Hey, coffee is brewing.
Press this in my head. Did you look at the reference to see what the conspiracy charges were specifically?
Are we doing this whispering stuff again? And this call is from November the 29th, 2022. Hey, cappuccino latte.
What the conspiracy charges were specifically? Conspiracy to.
Yeah, I seen.
He needs to know what they're. Okay, so do you remember what the conspiracy charges were for the for the date?
Oh, you talking about for the warrants?
You got your warrants.
I only got one. I don't have the other conspiracies. I know one is for the with one the last two I had was supposed to be in that they trying to say we tried to put a um some paper lease with the daughter name on it, but they falsified theirs to use her as a witness.
Did any of y'all hear this? This is very, very interesting. Um, so they falsified. I'm assuming the police falsified information and using Sheridan as a witness. I guess that is what he is saying. I'm not sure. Hey, Queen Black, I am so glad that you came back.
Because they had it wrong.
You saying conspiracy is a forgery?
Yeah, that's basically all of them is.
Conspiracy is a forgery.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's basically what all of them is.
You say they don't just check the bond. So
Huh?
I guess they don't do just bond hearings. They do the whole case. They said they don't do just bond hearings.
Okay.
Drew's firm.
Hey, TDC, I am not sure if this whispering is sexy talk. I don't understand what's going on here and why she is whispering and talking like this. And he seems to be kind of whispering too. I don't know if I just don't know. Man, this is weird. Hey, that girl.
So what they said I had to do is get to and they could look the whole thing up themselves.
He can't see the warrant. He's the only person that can see the warrant. It's you when they give
No,
it to you, when they take you to the hearing and give you a copy of your warrant or they read it off to you.
no, that's not true. Because my other lawyer, he brought what I had, all of it. He at the time what I had. That's not true. He
He
take it.
probably
Hey, Miss Buckeye. Yes, you are in another live. Now, did, did I? Maybe I heard that wrong. Did she just say that he couldn't see the warrant? The attorney couldn't see the warrant, and why wouldn't he be able to see the warrant? He's the attorney. I mean, like, how can you represent someone if you don't get to see their warrants? That makes no sense.
went down. He can't see him on the system. That's why. He can only see you did because he's not an actual attorney of yours. So what he's doing is trying to look into the case and kind of gauge what he can do.
Okay, so this must be when they are hiring Krill. So she's saying because he's not the attorney of record, he can't see the warrants in the system. But I don't understand that because I think like if you have access to Odyssey, you should be able to see what's in the system, I guess, or you could feel it. That makes no sense to me, but okay. And like, wouldn't an attorney want to see that information before they even accept a case? I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he needed to know what was the conspiracy charges against.
Yeah.
And I told him it's for the same dates on her stuff is what he has like. And I just read off her charges and his is conspiracy to her charges.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Get out of
looked.
here.
Huh?
He's supposed to call me back and let me know.
Oh, you talked to him?
Yeah, I talked to him. He's supposed to call me back and let me know if he looked through your case and stuff to see what he could do.
Okay, and you told him I ain't got no bond and all that shit.
Yeah, I told him my mom. He can see that though. It's on there. He can see. I can see it. He can see it.
Oh,
Didn't she just contradict herself? But okay. So that girl, thank you. That makes sense. That girl says she's supposed to be at work. So I guess that's why she's whispering. That makes sense. Why is he whispering?
He
okay.
can see that. He just couldn't see what the conspiracy charges were too. Let me take these braids out my head. Yeah, he can't see that.
Okay.
Why? She just said she needed to take those braids out her hair. Just remember, the other day, from when we watched her and Sylvia, she said that first she told Nesto braids give her anxiety, and then she told Sylvia braids she can have a few braids in her hair, but the like the locks give her anxiety, she said. So okay, here more contradiction.
Okay. So you talked to Drew yourself.
I talked to one of his associates in his office. He's
Okay.
so this is one of his associates. The white guy. Sounds like a cracker. Sounds like a cracker.
You're funny.
Sounds like a cracker. I know. Those things sent me my plans, but they look like shit.
Damn.
Sent me off.
Does anybody know who Drew is? Because I don't.
I had to skip in my following, so it kind of made me choke. So, I've been since today with that. I got another architect working on my shit.
Oh, okay. Because you
An
saw
architect.
what
Okay.
he look like shit. What he drawing him out on his own in the hand right now?
I got his kid drawing and shit.
Damn. That's it.
I don't know. The biggest issue is the fact that Lo has no memory. And when Jonah talks to Lo about stuff, Lo only comes back with 2% of the conversation. And so he just did it.
Oh, we're talking about Low and whichever strip club this one is.
Oh, we good. And I be thinking like, yeah, you really need to like break that down as to why you're sending that.
Not
Okay,
right
I got
now.
you. Okay.
Yeah? How what? Oh, newbie.
Okay, I'll call you back.
Call me at 3.
Okay, bye.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Hello?
Thank you, Penny Proud. I did not know that. So Drew is the lawyer that Dion suggested. Justin's mom, she just said lies.
Okay. Is there any motion?
He didn't call me back yet. Hold on, I'm trying to put money on here. I thought I did, but I think I can't. I didn't put my money on here. I thought I did.
Oh,
But go ahead. You got 5 minutes to talk. If it go off, just call me right back.
okay. So he didn't call you back yet? Okay.
No, he didn't call me back yet.
Okay. How's your day going?
It's going good. I'm at the courthouse now, about to file some paperwork for this expungement for this client, and then I got to go to a client's house, and then I'm going back to the house because my boss called me like 3 times since I've been here with stuff that he can't do that I need to do. So
The question is, what kind of client? Good morning, Dee Dee and Mrs. CLC.
hold on. I'm trying to. Okay, I paid for it. So yeah. So if I go out, just call back. But sometimes it don't kick in when I'm on the phone with you.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, he didn't. I'm gonna call him when I leave here. But I know he wanted to know that part about the
Yeah, I understand.
he wanted to know about
Yeah.
the charges and it
Okay.
hold on, let me find the elevator. Okay. Yeah, he wanted to know the charges and whatnot.
Okay.
So
that's what I got. That's just from them in charge of what you see, but it tells you they don't say the charge, they say the charge, but they don't say the count. They don't say that.
right. Thank you, darling. 8, please. No, what you want to know is not so much as the count, but you want to know conspiracy to do what. It varies. You know what I'm saying? So it tells you the severity of the charge. So it has to be conspiracy to what? For fraud, forgery, murder. You know what I'm saying? What is the conspiracy to?
That part they don't say that. They don't say that on my phone.
Mhm.
Yeah, they don't say that.
Yeah. Oh, really? It just says straight conspiracy. It doesn't say conspiracy to money laundering, conspiracy to
No, I don't say that. No.
She's supposed to be the medical expert. Why is he teaching her how to read the legal documentation? Makes no sense. Good morning, Kimmy Who, Shy Joe Kingyo, and Shanna Queen B. How you doing? You are welcome, Justin's mom.
Oh, no.
Conspiracy to slap that ass.
Yeah, but the only time I knew what I had going on was when the color couldn't red out to me when I did that interview. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem that they say. Yeah,
Into your boy. Let me see if he emailed me back because he sucks. No.
Yeah, you on fire. No, not yet.
Huh? You want me to call him?
You said,
And cuss him out?
no, you ain't got to cuss them out, man. You don't have to handle business.
You want me to call him? You say you want me to call him and cuss him out?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I thought that's what you said. I thought that's what you said. What did you say?
I got the other email today, and this one was the 29th, so you backed up that letter from the letter you sent me last night.
Because I said like you didn't understand what I was saying. You was putting the focus on something different. That's why. That's how I was saying it. Because I was like, he's not getting what I'm saying, but it's just a.
No, could it be you don't know what you're talking about? Is that what it is? Good morning, Mocha Queen. How are you? Shy Joe says, told Nesto she is going north. Don't come this way, Sonya. Nobody wants her in their town. This is terrible.
A matter of.
I understand. When that thing get hot, it take over for me. When it get hot, it takes over.
Are you trying to say I'm delusional because I'm horny?
No, it's just what it is sometimes. Sometimes we don't know that, but you recognize what you got going on. Yeah,
no, you're so silly. Okay, so you know what? I ain't gonna worry about it.
Yeah, but you.
I'll worry about getting you where you need to be. I'm good. Yeah. I'm worried about getting you where you need to be first. That's my concern.
Yeah, you're gonna be all right. I mean, hey, we already passed. Are we close, or can we talk about anything? Can we move forward past the kids shit? We passed all that. That's an attraction when you can do that. That's hard to do that when you can't talk to the people you're really supposed to be close to because you're scared that you don't know their opinion or they, or can they handle certain conversation? Everybody can't handle that shit. They can't.
You're right. Well, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the attraction is for you right now. And you can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
She can run her mouth and say whatever the fuck she wants to say. But just because she's doing that doesn't mean she's making sense. Anybody could be boisterous, anybody. That doesn't mean they're right. That doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. It just means you could be like a little zesty dude being loud.
You say, hey, man.
That was the attraction. I really thought that's what the attraction, because that's going to be in my head all the time. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why I'm trying to get you to give me some close-up shots so I can see what's going on here. Yeah, so I can really see what's going on.
You just said the close-up shots was too close.
I didn't say that. I never told you. No, I was talking about.
You said you wanted to see more room.
No, I'm talking about when you be cropping, like when you be cropped.
Oh, yeah.
Like you know what I'm talking about. When you be showing a picture. Right. There when you send a me, but you cut out the beans in the bag, that.
Right, because I didn't know how close you could see on that screen.
Yeah, it's one of the most cheap ass goddamn Android.
That's why. That's why I was thinking like you probably can't see everything from afar. So that's why I was like bringing everything close to you.
They're spilling a lot of tea, and that's okay. Yeah, I was like on the tail end. I was like, man, she's just been doing it these last 2 weeks. Hey, Text Toy. Text Toy said, I knew Legacy was a vampire. Oh my goodness.
But if you can see from afar, then I won't touch it.
Yeah, don't
Your
touch
picture,
it.
that's how I did it because I like to look at your face. So, because I like
I
your
know.
head.
Ugh.
That's what I was trying to tell you yesterday. I
Yeah,
know
I
how
like your
you
head.
think.
Yeah. I like your head.
Yeah, that's what that
I don't
is.
really care about the trucks
Okay.
and all that shit.
I do. I care about all of that. You know, I like it.
Nah, I
I
read
will.
something that and it resonated, but that's how I think anyway. Money come and go. Anybody can get money if they, smart enough, good enough. It's not something that you just a person out of reach. It's everything that money can't buy is what you have to look at as value.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
and
I
that's
can't
why I
buy.
try to
I
explain
can't buy
that.
you.
No, you cannot buy me.
No, I can't. I mean, I know that.
Mm-mm.
I knew that from listening to first.
What? Wow. Hey, Pen Pal 50. You can't buy me. I know that. That I knew that the first time I met. Okay. All right.
When I first talked to you, sitting on the couch and you moving your mouth and shit. You know, I had to figure
Yep.
out, well, this motherfucking line is she her pictures? So I was trying to figure out, well, let me see her age. So I saw your age. You know, I saw your age yet?
Aware.
If a person really pays attention, he can see your age right around your cheekbones, your mouth, your lower
Mhm.
mouth. If they really,
Yes.
they can see your age. Yeah, they can see your
Yes.
age
I
right
gotta
there.
get some injections there.
So he's saying the only place that he sees her age is like I guess right around the jaw. Wow. I have I have never had a man tell me they or where they see my age. That is he stays insulting her and she just don't get it. She just don't get it. Penny Proud said, "Now tell this ninja how you can see his age." And boy, has he aged since what 20 well it's still 2022 on this call, but he sure has aged. Oh, and I see we must have multiple calls on this day on the 29th because Shay has the time up there. And she does this when there's multiple calls like this. So either we've already heard it or it's coming.
Gotta get some injections or some weight. That's what I gotta
Yeah,
do.
that's. Yeah, if they pay attention to that, they can catch it. But they gotta know what they're looking at. A lot of people don't know what they're looking at.
Well, sometimes it's in the eyes too. I keep my
Yeah,
eyes
sometimes.
moisturized, but that jaw I can't do nothing with that. I gotta sit there and like, oh, I need to get some filler there. I'm gonna get some filler.
Okay, so TDC, I'm curious. I am so curious. Cheekbones and mouth. And like unless you like just have straight up like wrinkles on your cheek, how do you see age on it on cheekbones? And then I mean I guess I know he's talking about those little lines around. Do they Botox you there? I thought it was just in the forehead and around the eyes, but I guess they could Botox you anywhere. Boy, I tell you, I just would not want his compliments. Text Toy says she's such a pick me. Yeah, I have to do. I have to get some injections there. That girl says just when Sonya tries to change her narrative shape with a left. And Mrs. CLC said, I'm almost scared to read this. She says, LOL, stupid lady. He knows that he don't have to give you a dime. He knows how thirsty and desperate you are. You are giving him money, stupid grandma. LOL. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes. Now, you know what I think is interesting about that age thing? Hey, Sassy Sue. I think that he said that I don't know. I guess men, I mean, like at my age, nobody's going to ask me, how old are you? Like if I meet somebody, but it's just knowing the charges that he has and how he is. It makes me wonder what he was wondering when he was looking at her age or trying to figure out her age. I mean, she thinks she is so ageless, she gets carded everywhere she goes. We know that that's not true, but I'm just wondering, did he see her little body maybe from a distance? We know his eyesight's not that good. Who knows if he has glaucoma? So, I mean, did he think she was a kid? I don't know. It's just that's just how sinister my mind is going. That's all. That's all. But I just, if anybody ever tells me I see your age, and I don't want him. I don't want him.
Yeah, but you know what?
But
They
my
got
neck is
expensive
good.
though. Motherfucker. Yeah,
You gotta know
everything's
where to
good. I'm
look.
just telling.
You gotta know where to look for age.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
that's all.
Yeah.
That's you know what I'm saying? And then you can really, that's it. But other than that, I mean, you still get, you holding that.
I hate when he talks on this tablet. Oh my gosh. So s- uh s- uh s- Shy Joe says in a gas station, text Toy says, I think he met her online, so he knew her age. You know what I think? I'm kind of leaning that toward that way too. Because now we're hearing more and more online stuff. If you did watch and have been watching the series of interviews Sylvia is doing with her, it is almost like we're hearing a little bit more each time she talks, and it does seem like there's a great possibility that she met him through one of these dating apps that he is on, because he was on several, and this gas station was the actual meetup. That's what it feels like to me. That's what it's starting to feel like. So, Shijo, you did hear that. Sanders RN says Nesto is just saying what Sonya wants to hear. This is his manipulative tactic with her. It keeps her coming back to a how good she looks because no one else tells her, "Oh, pick me trick." She does fish for a compliment. She does. See, and that's another thing about me. If I got a fish, I don't want your compliment or you. I mean, they should just come naturally.
No, you holding on. You holding all the way on.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So I was just thinking that. So my client that I gotta go see after I leave the courthouse, he comes into
Mm.
office. He looked like he needed an oxygen mask. He walking with a cane, and I just swore up and down this dude was in his 70s, right? I'm like, because Ralph was like, I haven't heard from David. I'm like, damn, maybe he dead because he be looking like he close to death when he coming here, right? So I called him today because I need him to sign some papers. And I was like, okay, so how long have you known, the decedent? And he was like, okay, well, I'm 56. I was like, 56? Oh my God.
man.
Shit. I was like, fuck, this man got me like 2 years. The fuck? I was like, this nigga look like he about to die at any moment. He's so broken over and
Damn.
skinny and
Another example of her being insecure about how she looks, because not only fishing for the compliments, but she's so hyper focused on how old people look. Now, she sat there with Sylvia just last Friday, where Sylvia said she was 58, and Sonya said, "Oh, I'm about to be 57." I thought she was already 57, but okay. And Sylvia 58. I thought Sylvia was older than that. I honestly thought she was mid 60s. I had no idea. So, Shijo said she also attempted to kiss him when they parted from the date, and he turned his head. I know. Oh my gosh, that, see, to me, signs. Talk about reading a room. There's been so many things for her to read that she missed. I don't get her.
just drained. And I'm sitting here looking at him like, oh my God, he must be real old. She said 56. I said, well, I'll be damned. Not us being 2 years apart.
Damn.
2 years
So
apart.
what
I
happened
move,
to
I
her?
move faster than my damn boss, and I got him by 5 years. He's in his 40s still. I think he's 48.
So
And he moves slow as
so
shit.
what happened to him?
Oh, he gotta have something. He's sick. But that I know he's sick. Because he looked like he need an oxygen mask. He walked with a cane. I don't know. I was like that when I first got out the hospital. So maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. Damn.
Right? That's crazy. That's
What you
crazy.
got down about 50 pounds? Did you drop down about 50?
I dropped 17 pounds. I was 80 pounds when I got out the hospital.
Okay.
Why are you laughing?
Okay. But why that? I think about when I first came to that apartment over there and I saw you over there in the spiritual and
Pen Pal 50, I love these 2020 calls too, because having no idea, no notion that we would all be sitting here listening to them, I especially like getting them in 2025, simply because we can go through the lies she's telling in 2022 versus the lies she has told clear up to 2025 and catch her in her lies and contradictions.
She said what? When you first seen me where?
when you first came home and I saw you at your
Oh,
apartment.
yeah. Right. And I was
Yes.
I was in a robe. You couldn't see how bony I was.
Yes, I did too. I stretched your
Did
ass
you
all
see
the
how
way
bony
out.
I was? Oh, yeah, we did
Yeah.
do that. Oh, yeah. That was in April. That was in April. That was like 2 months.
So you mean to tell me you have already been in this is during COVID, keep in mind. So you've already been into the hospital. You almost went to the light, as you said, and intubated and all this stuff. So you mean to tell me when you got home, you let this man who you still really didn't know that well come to see you during COVID? And what was he doing gallivanting all over Georgia? Why wasn't he at home closed up with his wife? This is some ridiculous crap right here.
2 years. Yeah.
That was right. That was April,
Yeah.
2 months after I got out the hospital.
Well,
You couldn't do nothing with me right when I got out.
No, that's not true.
No, I was very weak when I first got out.
Wait, did I read Kimmy who's I don't know if I did this out loud. I intended to. Kimmy who said, why would he kiss her? That wasn't a date, it was a transaction. So that's a good comment to for you to put in the chat, because very interesting enough, that is what, when men pick up women of the night, they don't tend to kiss them in the mouth and stuff like that. So the fact that, okay, she slept with him on the second night, and then the fact that she goes to kiss him and he turns away, it makes your statement and that the fact that she said that very, very telling. I'm just saying, allegedly. Pen Pal 50 said, did y'all hear him say when he came to the apartment? Yeah. Talks with TK says she had sex with that married man a month after release. He said he stretched her out. Oh my God. So wait a minute. Wait. So you mean to tell me when Carol Ann was in the hospital and don't go in the light, turn around, and oh, give me, put the tube back in my mouth. No, the nurse doesn't want to do it. No, while all that was going on, you were that tore up. Came home from the hospital, you were so bad you had to go to therapy or whatever because you couldn't walk. She told us that she was in the hospital at the beginning of that interview with Sylvia, it was 4 months. And then toward the end, it was just 1 month. After 2 surgeries, she's gone home, and a month, just a month. Now, she had only known him for a month, I guess, before she went in. She stays in a month, and she comes, so let's say 3 months. You're sick and opened and everything, and you sex? That's just, ugh. Let me tell you. Oh, and let me not forget the part to remind you of when, they were taking the staples out from where they did surgery, and the doctor was hurting her, so she says, you're fired, right? And then he left, and a black doctor was hired, all during COVID, when there was a shortage of doctors. She managed to fire a doctor mid staple remover and get another doctor. So all this happened, and I will say, I've had gastric bypass surgery before. Those staples went from my chest all the way down. I think they went past my belly button or close to it, something like that. They do hurt coming out, number one. And number two, it took, I mean, just because they took them staples out, I was not good. And then on top of that, I had complications. So you mean to tell me she's done had surgery, intestines moved around, shortened, and she's home and she has sex with during COVID. But she's probably one of those people who don't believe in COVID and that it was just a conspiracy or a scam or something.
Yeah, you really was weak, but I'm saying when I first saw that white couch over there.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was the second time. Yeah, that was the second time. Yeah, second time.
You came over. Right. The first
Shido, she is vested. Shido says, I couldn't understand why Sonya was so vested. I believed and still believe she is an op. She is so vested because when she was in the hospital, he called her, texted her, saw her. It depends on what variation of the story you believe. Every day while she was there. So, and he didn't even know her that well. So that's why she's so vested in what's going on with him now. She can't leave him because he did not leave her when she was, down. Justin's mom says she didn't believe in vaccines, so I doubt if she got one for COVID. Did they make you get one if you were in the hospital? Or were they even okay? So you got to figure they might not even had a vaccination back then. But one thing we know, she ain't vaccinated now. We know that. Penny Proud said, got to be the op. Sandra's RN says there is no way she had an ex when she first came home. Sex. When she first came home, even with him 4 months, that would have been excruciating as her intestines and gastric region was still healing. That's what I am saying. And not only that, still healing, but like I said, with the gastric bypass, I mean, I was tender and then I didn't heal right. So that was even more pain on top of the pain from just being in pain, from the whole ordeal. So that's just, ugh. How do you go from almost dying till having sex like a month later? What is it? When you have a baby, don't you have to wait 6 weeks, or don't they recommend 6 weeks? I'm not sure how that works because I never had one, but I just don't see how it was possible. But yeah, Sanders, and thank you for that comment, because her insides and things, because remember, she's short. What does she have? Short bowel syndrome. So I would imagine it would take at least 3 months to heal from that. Hey, Eve has many faces.
matter of fact, you came over before that, before we did something, because I couldn't do nothing the first time you came over because I was too sick. And the second time you came over, when I stretched you out.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay, I see what you mean. Oh my goodness. Hey, Virtuous Center. I didn't see you come in. Mrs. CLC says the lies, the freaks, nasty, and bacteria. Well, don't forget she enjoyed those community toys that he used on her, and he didn't cleanse them unless it was in the green waters. Dee Dee says, I can't believe I'm up this early on this Nesto stuff. It gives me a break from the world. I can't believe I'm still up and ain't been to bed yet.
Yeah. I don't remember that at all. I don't remember at all.
I was trying. You don't ever let me.
Yeah.
Like I was trying. You don't let me.
Yeah.
I be trying. I be trying.
Well, go.
So she wanted it, and he was trying to, hey, take it easy, and then he just went on and got it. So if she claims they only slept together twice, that can't be true, because if she was giving it up like weeks after recovery, she had to be giving it up until she went on back to Miami. Yuck. Ugh.
Go ahead, you got a lot going on. You got a lot going on. Shoot that picture in there too. I didn't get that picture yet. I guess I get it tomorrow. So
It's right. It's probably
yeah.
still pending or whatever. But it's just her and I.
Yeah.
Just call me after 7, after 6. I'll be home after 6. But I'm gonna call when I get back in the car. I'm gonna call your lawyer and find out what's the update. What's going on with his bond?
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. I'll put on the fitness.
I know you will. I so appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning to you too, Nesto's cologne flavored bread. She says, good morning. Now I have a valid reason for being late to work. Child, don't you put that on us. Eve Has Many Faces says, this pathological liar has been neglected her whole life and has no self-esteem. She thought she hit payday with this bum. Yeah, because she obsessed over his Instagram and whatnot, and seeing, he had 3 and all this fancy lifestyle he has. I think she thought she had a good one. I think she was a mark for him, and he was a mark for her. That's what I think. Jet Black Straight, did I speak to you? I don't think I did. Queen Black says, lies and nastiness. You are so right. Mrs. CLC says, right, community bacteria from the community toys. Virtuous Center says, I believe Nesto is the one who made her sick with the nasty ways. Yuck. The nasty ways. Well, I heard she had that nasty woman's disease. Dee Dee says, sounds like he didn't visit often, though. He would get missing on her, too. Yeah, because he was spreading it around. What do they say? What's that? Spread, laying low and spreading it around, or is it spreading around and laying low? I don't know. I'm getting like Nesto. I can't say the sayings.
You're so silly.
All right.
Come after 6. All right.
All right.
Bye.
It'll probably be about 7:30. But later.
How to what?
Thank you for using Global Telink.
Good morning. Hello? Hello, I can't hear you.
That's okay.
Sorry. Hello.
She ain't got nothing to
You
say.
got it together, or you stayed up all night talking on the phone?
I didn't stay up all night. I went to bed early. I had to get up early.
Oh, okay. How you doing this morning?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, that's you at your desk?
I'm in my room.
You're wrong.
Why is she whispering in if she's not at work? Hey, Attitude and Tylenol.
What the?
I'm not going in till like 9. My boss is not in. He's out of town today, and I stayed late yesterday, so I'm gonna go in at 9. I got a client coming in at 11, so I don't have to. I'm not gonna rush. I just got the phone with him, so I'll be there. I'll be there at 9 because I have to do a couple of interrogatories and motions I gotta file for this lady. It's going through it. How are you?
I'm ready to go. I'm having nightmares now, so I'm ready to go.
No.
That means I'm sleeping too much. Yeah, when you sleep too much.
Ain't too much in your thoughts. That's what a nightmare is.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. So if he was having nightmares and he had to get out of that place back in 2022, he must be having complete night terrors in 2025. My God. Linda Gibbs, hey, says, I think that he is whispering to keep other inmates from ear hustling. And it sounds like he's on that iPad. So, that I guess that kind of, I don't know if they have earbuds for those, but you're talking and there's probably people around. So, Nesto Kruger, right? TDC.
It's subconscious.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's just subconscious.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Oh.
It's your inner thoughts. Your dreams are your inner thoughts.
So I need to get the inner thoughts out.
You're supposed to have been out. You should have been out in July.
Yeah. This is true, but but I'm just trying to figure out, am I right to be advised?
How should he have been out in July when he went in July? So you mean to tell me this Negro is now trying to figure out how? If you've got to figure out how your civil rights have been violated, then that means they haven't been violated.
But I'm not worrying about that right now.
Hold on, let me look at your thing real quick. I didn't look at it yesterday. Let me see if anything's changed. But go ahead, you can talk while I open my computer.
Oh, you got your computer in front of you? I can't believe it.
Me either.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Hold on, let me find my glasses. Because I'm blind.
Which one? You get the
one. Okay, I got 4 pair on my bed. What did you say?
What kind you got? The 125, 130, the 155?
He at 225 right now because she blind.
God, boy, them shit, that give me a headache.
She blind.
Well, what you think?
I am blind.
No, you ain't blind. We ain't talking.
I'm getting old, that's all.
Okay, well, I like your little glasses. You get your little joints. Yeah, they look good on
you. Yeah. So, you either grow old or die. One of the two. So I guess I'm going to grow old.
Well, guess what? Gracefully. That's a blessing for you. You can still pull them. Yeah, you can pull what you like. How about that?
I like you, fellas.
So Sanders RN, and we take her word for it because she's an RN, says, very true. I was thinking if she was in the hospital as long as she stated, along with complications she had, I know she had to be sore coming home at Miss Buckeye. And remember she had 2 surgeries. I mean, I don't know how she did it. Attitude and Tylenol said her clients are Johns. Now, I don't know why she keeps saying that about the clients because here's the thing. If you really had clients in, do you really say that? I mean, I don't know. Do I have anybody who like actually have clients like in real life, like for example, as a case manager, I had clients coming in. I never just constantly said I got a client coming in at 1. I got a client coming in. I would just always say, "Oh, I got somebody coming in." I just never, because if people who I was talking to knew what I did, it was implied that it was probably a client. So, or even at corrections, I didn't say, "Oh, I have a parolee coming in. I have a parolee coming." I have a probationer coming. I didn't. It was always I got somebody coming in, I got an appointment. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that she keeps saying that. To me, it doesn't make sense. Virtuous Center says she sounds like a streetwalker. Justin's mom says, or you have a meeting. Yes. I mean, I have a client. I mean, if people know you and they know what you do, it's implied that you're seeing a client or, I don't get that.
See what happens. Okay, so let's see what order of transfer, request to transfer from repeat offender. For repeat offender. The last thing was done in your first case was the transfer, which was done by the prosecution. So your attorney didn't do anything, and there's no hearing schedule. And this is for the first indictment, which is the theft of services and the deposit account bad check. So that is no bond. And that's so stupid. That shit sounds so dumb to say, what? No bond for that? Really?
Thank you.
That's just to say murder, no bond, not no damn pass of the bad check and a damn theft of services. I don't care if it was $10 million. There's a bond on that shit. Okay, so that's crazy. It's so fucking crazy. Let's go to the second one. So, the second indictment, theft by taking, operation, credit service, and theft by deception.
Kimmy Who says, I work in early intervention. I save families, not clients. That girl says she says things to try to show smartness, but she's dumb. She's a dumb bird selling Nesto fool's gold, and he's always willing to buy it. Shy Joe says, Sonya Shapiro. Mrs. CLC says she keeps saying that to make herself feel important. She has to remind herself. She does. I'm glad in my life I've just never been so thirsty. Miss Buckeye says he thinks she is a lawyer. I can remember like the early calls, like when we first met her. I believe she said she was a paralegal. I believe she like actually said that out her mouth, which is really incredible because she cannot. This girl sits up and watches Law and Order and cannot explain the law. I didn't go to law school, but I've picked up some pretty good things from Law and Order. Between that and what I watch on true crime, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I've picked up a thing or two. I know that it is a statute and not a statue, like she says, just those things like that. Eve has many faces, says pathological using the word client is supposed to make her appear more important and influential. She is a lawyer. And remember, she's a lawyer, she's a chef. Mickey Howard wanted her to run her restaurant. But the only thing we've ever heard this woman cook was chicken Alfredo, a waffle in the oven, figure that one out. And I've heard her mention other pasta dishes, and they were probably just stofers anyway. You buy, it's already fixed, you pop it in for 45 minutes and take it out. So she's not an expert on anything as far as I can see. Jet Black Straight said she did say she was a paralegal. Yeah, I thought that came out her mouth. But she's not even demonstrating that. She is not even demonstrating that she has paralegal skills.
Last thing on this one was what he filed on the 23rd, which was the plea arraignment that you appeared at.
That's supposed to go together.
Right. I mean, yeah, they do, but they're separate charges, so they're going to be on here separately. No, that's not right. You're supposed to have a bond, one of those, because you have the other three. No.
Like if she really worked even if she was a secretary in a law office, she would know I have never, until I started listening to these calls, heard the word probationable before. I have never heard that before. I have worked in the courthouse. I have worked for Department of Correction. I've never heard probationable. Never. I've never heard anybody say that well, as long as you've already served the time for that charge, so they should just take that off. No, first of all, you can't serve time for a charge that you haven't been convicted of. And once you are convicted, the judge could say, well, I'll give you time served on that because you spent XYZ days in jail, or I'll take 160 days off because of the time that you spent in jail. But there's no way that a charge just falls off just because you've been in jail waiting for your trial. It doesn't work like that. And this is something that she should know, period. I think this is something that, even people who aren't into like true crime and stuff like that, I think they know this. Shy Joseph's real estate office, and she thinks she is a criminal attorney. And when she was working for that one attorney in Miami, the one that was disbarred because he was running around there stealing black people's houses. And I mean, I really believe that's how she got of the few properties that she might have had. I don't know. Maybe her dad left her some, but anyway, she doesn't she didn't pick up anything working for him either at all. Justin's mom says she's as backwards as her edges. Attitude and Tylenol says it's a word, but not one really used. She just learned a new law word and can't wait to use it. I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna Google that.
Shit. All right, so
Email that motherfucking Happy Friday. Say Happy Friday. Are you gonna let him sit in there until the first of the year? Is that your plan?
oh no, I wouldn't say nothing like that.
An attorney can't. An attorney can make recommendations or whatever, but the judge is the one who makes the bail decision, not the attorney. The attorney can work his behind off. That doesn't mean you're getting off or you're getting out. She should be able to tell him that too.
No, because that would have seemed like the day the second. He told me to get ready by the end of the month. That's the end of the month. Go on, that's a new month. Is that
Okay,
your
so
plan?
he hasn't emailed me back yet.
He ain't replied on nothing, no motion, no nothing.
Nope.
Is he trying to sit there and wait till I go to court? Till they get ready for me to go to court? That ain't how that's
He
supposed to
can
go.
file for bonds though. He can file for a bond.
Yeah, he can file for all that. I'm talking about for real though.
Hold on. Let me send this fucker an email. Let's see how it emails. So
Here we go. Did y'all hear him? He can't he can't sit in there until they decide to tell him when he can have a bond, because that's not how that works. It kind of does. And you can put in a you get bond reduction hearings and stuff after so many days, and you can put in whatever you want. I mean, she's a paralegal, an attorney, and all these things. Why can't she explain to him how the court system works? I don't.
The days come from the second. He told me to get ready by the end of the month. Some motion be going on. Ain't shit going on. Things get over with.
right.
And you can put in as many motions as you want. Just you can't. You can put in a motion, but guess what? Unless it's put on the docket, which is something that the judge and his clerk and stuff do. I mean, you can't. The attorney can't walk in there and say, "I want a motion." But this is the same woman who said she didn't understand why his attorney doesn't tell the judge that this is civil. If she was a real attorney or a paralegal, she knows you just can't sashay in their in the courthouse like you're RuPaul and tell the people that what you want. This is not Burger King where you have it your way. It doesn't work like that in the legal system.
What is going on? What's going on your end? What
Mm.
are you planning to file in?
Attitude and Tylenol says he should know how it works. This is his 20th go round. Oh my gosh, his 20th. Civil. That is right. She's a bird. Miss Buckeye says, never heard Sonya speak about trials. She definitely took an online speed course. Listen, she didn't even finish court reporter school. She did not even finish that. See, this is what somebody had asked earlier. Did she graduate high school? She actually did. But she never even finished. She couldn't even finish court reporter school. And then when I looked that place up, I think that they eventually got shut down for Gosh, what is that when you really don't? Oh gosh, what is that word I'm looking for? The word where accredited. Yeah.
Hmm.
And by the way, I looked up probationable. It's actually not like a real word, or at least not in Google's eyes, but it does talk. It like keeps referring you back to probationary, like a probationary period on a job or something like that. So I mean, I don't know where she heard that. Google ain't never heard of it before.
Okay. Okay. I sent him an email. Let's see if this fucker responds. If he
Yeah,
don't get
I've been here 5 months. Shit, Monday be 5 months. How many months? How many days is month? 31 or 30?
then this month is 31.
Okay, yeah. So I've been this motherfucker got down Monday be 5 months. Exactly. So it's 31, 31, 31, 30. So hold up. Let's see. 31, 30.
Okay, so July 7th is just go by the 7th of every month. So July 7th, so it's August 7th, September, October.
Attitude talk. Attitude and talk. Hey, B. Williams. Hey, Shirley's divorce finally. Attitude and Tylenol said, I get so irritated every time I drive past Richmond Academy. That is a good school, and they let him slip by and get a high school diploma. Now, here's what I wonder, because I did hear that was a good school. Was it a good school back then? I mean, like, I don't know. I almost want to feel like maybe it might have been named something and renamed. And I'm only saying this because I just can't understand how he graduated. I don't get that.
November, December 7th will be 5 months.
Yeah, 5 months. I've been in my house for 5 months. I ain't seen no action. Everything he said he cleaned up. How you clean up was automatic. The shit was automatic. Give me a bond for 30 days. For 90 days. That's all you did.
Can't do shit.
Yeah,
But ask for money, and then ask for more money.
Yeah, so that's it. You talking about the R? Shit, they don't take no 30 days to give you no motherfucking R now. They got what they got. They gonna do what they gonna do. Don't take long. And even the feds give you a fucking bond now. For real.
You can get a bond on those cases, and the argument that the prosecution used to give no bond was bullshit.
Oh,
Was bullshit. Well, he might do it.
How? Look, the prosecution gets paid to prosecute. So he was doing his job. It ain't nobody's fault that he was better. Hey, Salt and Pepper Tresses, good morning. Good morning, TD Will. Let me see, did anybody else come in? B. Williams said he probably conned a diploma out of them. Shirley's divorce finally said he didn't graduate. He stopped going to school. I do remember, now, wasn't he at Job Corps? Because that's where he met the first wife. And then we know somewhere in between there is when he went to jail. Because that's how Laverte met him. She had took him to jail. That was the whole story. Y'all remember that story about they was at Job Corps and he was with her, and then she left, went back to live in the woods in a house with a tin roof with some other guy, and y'all remember that story? Y'all remember? Hey, Scorpio Vibes, how are you doing? Scorpio Vibes says, good morning, everyone. Can anyone verify that he graduated? We can say we've seen his senior picture. We can say that. That much we can say. Attitude and Tylenol said, oh, yeah, he did go to Job Corps. Okay, faith has been restored. Yes, Pen Pal 50, did you hear? You remember that call? He said a tin roof. He sure did. Yeah, you said you remember. Yeah, see that?
Again. Okay, anybody could do anything again. It's not a threat to society if that happened again. First of all, nobody's gonna die. It wasn't murder. They let murderers out. They could do it again.
They do it all.
I don't understand why this man, murder bond. You know how he is. They gave me a murder bond. I'm here to tell you that woman who left her kids in the house starving, though that woman, they gave her a murder bond because guess what? She's in there for $250 million. And we know she ain't gonna be able to make that and he's sitting up there whining about a murder bond. And now I don't. You know what is so funny to me? The fact that the two of them think that the only egregious crime out there is unaliving someone. Because let me tell you, if you take my money from me, that is going to be like a um, stab to the heart for me. Especially, we're talking hundreds of thousands. You take my money. You know, you take my vehicle. I'm supposed to be getting an RV. I don't have an RV. I don't have my money. I don't have I don't have anything. And you're saying, oh well, it's because people jumped the gun, and I ended up in here, and that's why. This is his excuse and his logic for all of this. But I don't know. Still free. I get upset if I. This is why I don't like to lend money. If I lend you $20 and you don't give it back to me, I got an attitude. So imagine thousands upon thousands upon thousands. In this book, I said I'm not that invested in Nesto. Attitude and Tylenol says they let their thug money stealing boyfriend out 19 times. Yes, and look what he did. Dee Dee says they sure did. Cash bond at that. Yes, cash. She ain't gonna make that. Shirley's divorce finally said he acts like that lady lived in a tin house with a toilet outside. That was a house. It's funny how he's always talking about people's living conditions. And this man couldn't even afford to keep a roof over his head in the free world. Now he is sleeping in a room with his toilet. And he wants to talk about how, and has been since 2022, and he wants to talk about how everybody else is living. Dee Dee says, I can't even comprehend 250 minutes. No. And she did not unalive one person. Good morning, 14 plus one. You said 6 in the morning in my state. Do you ever sleep, Legacy? Legacy ain't sleeping this day. No, I am when I get off of here. I am going to take a nap. Let me see it was somebody's comment I wanted to read. I think I just skipped it. Oh, Attitude and Tylenol said, oh, he would have been put on a shirt and my mugshot would have been flawless. That's how I know Gail is just like him. She came back more. Like I said, if I put money I don't believe in victim shaming, but if I put money in the snack machine and my snack doesn't come, I'm not going to turn around and put more money back in. I'm not going to do that. I'm either going to go to another machine or go to a store where I can pick it up off the shelf and pay for it. So that is a little telling on her behalf. Okay, he was a con man back then, and then you went back again. Now I heard during COVID she was doing PPP scams, but that's what I heard allegedly. I wanted to read. So Shy Joe Quino says Shirley asked him on a phone call from prison's call when he read something he wrote to his lawyer, and Shirley said, "Who wrote that?" He said, "I did." And Shirley said, "You wrote that?" Yes. And that wasn't that part of his book or his script? And he said he wrote it, but a lot of people kind of think AI did it because there was no way that he was that articulate, and he doesn't know that a musical is a musical and not a single. So I find it hard to believe. Hey, us seniors, us as in we seniors need love too. Reef and Muff's mom, how are you doing? Good morning. Who else come in? Miss Veronica. Good morning to you all.
Fine. Did you let my first 3 of mine already? I just saw them.
All right, so
I saw them on TV.
they sound stupid. Yeah, they let that white boy out because he killed 3 black people and they let him out on bond, and then he went to a drug house and got caught with drugs and guns and all kind of crazy shit.
That's right. There you go.
And I'm sitting here like, that motherfucker got...
Does anybody know that case? If you do, please let me know. Please put it in the chat because I would like to look it up. We all know that there are always quoting cases, and they always get them wrong.
Bob, he killed 3 people.
3 people. Yeah.
Unprovoked. Sprinkler required.
Yeah. But yeah. What you emailing?
Um,
So wait, you mean to tell me um somebody literally unalived 3 people, not by a car accident or anything like that. Like they like physically unalived 3 people and they got a bond. They really, I really need to know that case. Us seniors, w- man, when y'all change y'all's names, says, I can't believe you are on this early. Me either. But you know what? I am glad that I did come on this early because it gives a lot of people who only can get like a replay and not the actual live because I come on so late. So, I'm glad to do this.
What'd you say?
at Gmail.
No, I said no. I said, what did you email?
Oh, I think it was my email. Oh, I just told him that. Hold on. I said to him.
And I got
So
on
I see. So I see nothing has been filed as of yet. Can you call me and tell me what's going on your end? What are you planning to file in his cases? Not happy with the lack of communication and response to emails. This is not acceptable.
and tell him I've been in there 5 months. I've been in there
I
5
put
months.
that on the title. I put 5 months on December 7th. That's the title of the email.
Okay.
If that's his client, he know how long the man's been in jail. Honest to goodness. Y'all know what? I am not used to sitting here like this in the daytime. So I can't look out the window. The only time I'm here in the daytime is when I'm eating breakfast or lunch. So I just keep turning my head out this window. Shirley's divorce finally said that, let me see, what did she say? I wanted to read her comment. She says, baby, I thought I was tripping when I saw you were live. Shirley's divorce finally. I've been live since last night. um Attitude and Tylenol said, nigga, they know how long you've been in there. Isn't that insulting? That is so insulting that, if this is your attorney of record, he knows one thing he knows is where to find you. And he also knows how long you've been there. Kimmy Who says, thank you because I usually catch a replay. I have something to listen to while I get ready for my black job. Hopefully, I can at least do this on a little bit more of a regular basis because um, where my situation is kind of a little different, and it's given me a chance to do this. And hopefully, if it continues, I can continue to do this. Not all night, but be able to come on here live every once in a while in the daytime so that people who have to watch me on the replay could actually be in a live.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, that's right. 5 months. Come on now. And I got to pay your lawyer too. I'll put a thing on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that needs to put that in there too. Shoot.
Talking all this trash in 2022 and in 2025, you're still sitting there. Attitude and Tylenol said Patterson told him he wasn't getting a bond and get comfortable, and he threw a tantrum and fired him. And Jackie Patterson is still getting clients out of jail and winning cases and making rap songs. And where's Nesto? Still there. I don't know, but I'm kind of on the fence by thinking maybe if he didn't keep jumping different attorneys, maybe he might have been out on a reasonable maybe not in a position of a RICO, if he hadn't just kept. I mean, it's you can't do that. Like, it's almost like you do this. It's like if you go to a doctor. Now, it's one thing to go to a doctor and it's something um really really wrong with you and they're not helping you, so you go to another one. But it's a difference between that and going to a doctor and keep firing your doctor and finding different doctors because you want them to tell you what you want. That's what he thought he was going to do. He thought he would play ring around the lawyers and get one And eventually they were going to get him out, but that's not how that works. Brief and Muff's mom says, I can believe these clowns reached out to other attorneys that cost $250,000. He really, and see, this is another thing Sonya should be able to explain to him, that, and she hasn't, that every time she emails this attorney, every time she calls him, every time, because I'm sure those alleged lunches are being used as billable hours, if she really had them. That's money. And he wants to know where his money's that's where it's going. I think this is the longest he's ever had to sit in jail. And I think that this is probably the first time that he's looking at this amount of time. So he's restless. He's restless. I mean, he's had BC before as a lawyer, and BC has helped him before. So why he didn't just stick with him, I don't know. He got mad. What, because he went on vacation or got shingles no. Okay, I think BC got shingles, and I think Krell went on vacation. I don't know. But, regardless, people still have lives to live. We all, you work jobs, you get vacations, you go places, you do things. He thinks he's the only client and that everything should be done for him. And Miss Paralegal / attorney doesn't even have sense enough to tell him that. Hey, Yanobi Danae, how are you doing this morning?
Come on now, how you gonna let a public fund run circles around a paid lawyer? That makes no sense.
How you going to let a public fender run circles around a paid lawyer? Here is another thing that him and Sonya don't seem to understand. It doesn't matter whether it's a paid attorney or public defender. They all went to law school. I don't know why he thinks someone who works as a public defender is of lesser value than a private paid attorney. I don't know why he thinks that. Yes, Shy Joe, he wanted Sonya to seduce the lawyer, but let her tell it he was infatuated with her anyway. Justin's mom said, I wonder, does Shirley get information from her friends regarding this fiasco? You know what? If I was her, I wouldn't want to hear it. The only thing I would want is to have my day in court. She'd already divorced them. I couldn't wait to get on the stand to speak my truth. Maybe that'll be freeing for her. Shirley's divorce finally says the lawyers stopped responding to all bird brain calls, text, emails she got on. They never being a bugaboo. Remember when he had to tell her not to call Hannah anymore and to only talk to Joe? That's embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. Reef and Muff's mom, thank you so much for the super chat. She says they both behave like tumor on my brain. Cluck, 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 cluck. Not believing fat meat is greasy. Thank you so much for the super chat, Reef and Muff's mom. And if y'all don't know what she is talking about, you have to check out my videos that are titled Braids, Bonnets, Bad Weaves, Baby Hair, Big Lashes, and Brawlers. I think it's about 4 episodes where we look at body cams and we have ourselves a good time. And she's referring to something we had seen in one of the videos. Miss Veronica says he doesn't understand the judge has the final say of bond and him getting out. The attorney just presents the evidence. No, he has no understanding of that. But what I don't understand is why his lawyer friend / paralegal friend / have sex with on the second day friend doesn't tell him this, because she knows the law and that's what she's supposed to be there for.
That makes
Exactly.
no, for real. It don't make no fucking sense. That's an add addition, man. That's what I'm saying to you.
Right.
I gotta Did you put it in there?
Hold on.
Yeah, that don't
Okay.
make sense. I got a paid lawyer. I'm supposed to be a so-called a fire and
All right.
desire. Yeah, a fire and desire motherfucking lawyer. And I'm still sitting in here. Come on, man. That's and then ringing in my head too. No, folks.
That fire and desire lawyer can't help it if you got all those charges. What's he supposed to do? Reef Muff's mom, you said you watched it again last. You know what? Yeah, I've watched that a couple times. And the one with, did you see the one with the lady that they tased? And honey, she was just tearing the tasers out of her. But anyway, I digress. Um, did I say good morning, Tam Tam? I'm having too much fun. Attitude and Tylenol said, you tricked us the first time. You did that. We all just knew you were talking about beefy shoulders. Beefy shoulders. Hey, Chick-fil-A gal, good morning. How are you? Queen Black said, Rick James and Tina Marie. I know, how many times is Rick James and Tina Marie gonna make phone calls? This is the second time that I can recall him saying that fire and desire. He need to stop.
Of course, the shit in your head now, and every 1 2 word stick with you. You know what that is?
How is your head? What did you
I'm,
say how your head is doing?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. They call. I ain't worrying about the prosecutor. I'm worrying about your lawyer. Man, that shit goddamn got my head spinning.
Who said that?
You said that.
Oh,
Lord.
right.
Cause it's
Hold
true.
on. Yeah.
And ain't
Square.
nobody taking no more cases. I see that too now, 'cause they ain't calling you back.
Yeah, that guy did not call me back.
Yep, the lady ain't either.
Mm-mm.
So they ain't nobody taking no more cases.
Right. Damn, they said my capacity is 500 people.
What you mean?
Before she tells this lie, um, it might not be that they don't want to take any more case. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, there are attorneys that, have, as many clients as they can take at the present time or whatever. But perhaps they know he has been jumping and they don't want any parts of the case. Maybe they've read the documents and don't want any parts of the case. And finally, maybe Sonya didn't really call him. She does everything on Monday, and who knows if she really did what she said she was going to do. You just never know. Miss Buckeye 99 says never stays on topic. Never. Sonya never stays on topic. 14 plus 1 says legacy. I usually fall asleep on you and Native Tribe because of your late shows. But today I'm having breakfast with you before I start my black job, just working from home. I am listening. You listening? I just listening. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you listening. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this more often, so that, everybody gets a little piece of Legacy Moon. Legacy Moon will be out in the sunshine.
Crowd size by person, estimate space need per square feet. So for 500 people, because my architect group said I may need a sprinkler system. So I'm looking at the.
Wait a minute. So we're back to the club. Okay. So they told her she may need a sprinkler system because she's going into a place with a 500 capacity. Somebody tell me. I don't know. I'm not out there in the world working, opening clubs and things and stuff. So I don't know, but aren't you supposed to have like sprinklers and stuff like in any business you have? Like next time I go into the Walmart or the Family Dollar or something, I'm gonna have to look up to see if they got sprinklers, because I just thought that was just something you had to do in case that there's a fire. Hey, Juju D, good morning, good morning, good morning. Shy Joe said, yes, I'm happy to be here. Legacy Moon, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Reef and Muff's mom says she's focusing on fake businesses, trying to impress him, and don't call or email nobody. Miss Buckeye says, I usually drop in and out of late night lives. Um, Gosh, we have so much fun on Fridays. We really do. Talks with TK says, I've been in the office since 6 a.m. It's definitely good to catch a live legacy. Um, they make me go to sleep at night now. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the compliments. Thank you. Justin's mom says, don't forget to hit the like button on your way in or on your way out. You can hit it now if you'd like. And Shaja, let me. but- You know what's so funny? Pink is my favorite color. Any shade of pink, fuchsia, all of it. And the fact that these pink emojis with of shit is in the chat is just really funny. The fire department checks those. I mean, I thought Miss Buckeye says lies. I just thought, like with any business, you're supposed to have one. I mean, my gosh, I'm looking up at the ceiling here in the apartment, and we have just right here alone in the living room. I see one, two. I know it's one in the bedrooms, each bedroom. I don't know about the bathrooms. One in the hallway, one in the kitchen, and this is an apartment. She's opening up a business with a 500 capacity, and she's shocked that she needs sprinklers. Okay, all right. Scorpio Vibe says Pesto knows that it costs. He knows it costs to call her. This is not his first rodeo. Everything is a scheme come up for him. Whatever it takes to get something out of someone, he's on it. Let me. Oh, she got the cussing emoji. Attitude and Tylenol said mine too. I was trying to change the ends of my hair from green to hot pink, but my natural red hair was working against me and it came out. R- orchard. Y'all know how I've been. No, let me not. We're not gonna get on that. We're not gonna get on me in a list in the only way. We're not gonna do that. Brief and Muff's mom says he's plotting on that imaginary money she claims to spend every month. Pen Pal 50 says Sonya is stupid. You know what? I wonder, let's say he would have gotten out with bond. Y'all think, and okay, he would have gotten out with bond and the fake money wouldn't have been confiscated. Do you think he would have gotten that money and ran? You know, the fake money. I still want to know what he intended on doing with that fake money. I just got to know. Shirley's divorce finally said this bitch stay lying every time she opens her mouth, every single time. Attitude and Tylenol said basically a mix of a deep purple and pink. Oh, wow. Purple and pink. I want to dye my hair, but Scorpio Vibe says he would have used her and left. I think he would have. Ebony says, greetings everyone for 22 a.m. in California. This insomnia was working overtime last night. Glad to see y'all. Yes, it was. You know, I'm not even sleepy. That's the worst part. Kimmy, who said Nesto would have gotten a cricket phone and ran for the border. A cricket phone. I didn't know they still had those. Cricket phone. Hey, Rossi, good morning. Yep, been at it all night. Us, as in we seniors, need love too, says I think he would have ran. Yeah, I think he would have with that fake money.
Capacity. And that shit says 3 to 13,000 square feet. I got 10,000 square feet. So they got me at 500 capacity. Shit. Anything under 200, I won't need a sprinkler system.
Okay, all right. I've already said I don't know anything about the fire. There's one career field I've never been into. I don't know nothing about it. But you mean to tell me she can have a club, a strip club with 200 people, 200 capacity, and she don't have to have sprinklers? I'm getting ready to Google. Glorious Love said I had cricket. Pen Pal 50 said I've been dyeing my hair with washout colors like blue, purple, and green. They wash out. Really? Rossi said, "Good, y'all can keep me company as I drive to the doctor." Um, Shy Joe says, "Cobb, Fulton County knew that." Atti- Attitude and Tylenol said, "At Pen Pal 50, semi permanent, I went to the salon. I know how to do it, but the bleach gives me a bad headache." Oh, I know. I wouldn't be able to smell that either. Miss Buckeye is still putting them lies in the chat. She says lies, lies, lies. Scorpio Vibe says that's a lie. All clubs have to have a sprinkler. Justin's mom says Sonya just wants to be the center of attention. I mean, I'm trying to make it make sense. You mean to tell you can have a club with 200? I'm trying to think. I ain't been to a club in years, so I can't think back that far to remember if there were sprinklers, but 200 people and you don't have. I just let me get Google again. Good morning, L1L.
Face over there.
God damn it. No, I'm telling. They on it. Like, this architect is on it. The other one fucking suck.
Okay, then you.
They didn't do any of this.
Wow.
He's doing everything. He done broke my parking lot down and everything. I sent
That's
the
how it's supposed to
pictures.
go.
Yeah. Like, he is doing what he's supposed to do. He does stuff. Yeah. He knows everything. Okay, so, let's go back to you. What's that? Me too. Okay. Let's go back to you, because that's important. So, what you eat today?
We had grits and some spice bread.
First of all, what's spice bread? But gosh darn it, why is she always asking him what he ate as if he is at the Golden Corral or the old country buffet? Why is she? That's just annoying. And it would annoy the hell out of me if I was sitting up there in jail with a limited menu. I mean, really, really.
And eggs and milk.
What was that good? The milk? Ugh. Don't drink dairy. That's right.
Okay, they say dairy good for your bones, you know.
No, you got to take pills. It develops mucus, and then you get all kind of issues and shit with the body.
Oh, really?
She doesn't drink. She doesn't fool with dairy because it causes mucus, which, to my surprise, she actually knows something. But it's because of that, and not because she probably can't digest it.
Yes, need that body right.
Don't worry about it. It's better than your new boyfriend. Don't you worry about that, Doc. Don't worry about that.
No, I don't have a new boyfriend.
You going to the movie this weekend? You going to goddamn laugh and kick it? You told me that. Best of
It's
Luke
not a
and Luke.
boyfriend.
Okay, because I'm petty. So I looked up fire sprinklers in commercial buildings, and I did it for the state of Florida because this is where her and Lo were going to open up the club. And it says fire sprinklers are typically required in commercial buildings when the occupancy, square footage, or height or the building reaches a certain level. So let me see. Um, that really does not answer my question. Okay, so it says the answer to this question depends on various factors, such as the type of occupancy, the state or municipality in which the building is located, and the size of the building. I told you what state, so why are you giving me this article? Um, Okay, square footage. However, there are some general guidelines to be observed, but basically, you need a sprinkler.
That's not a boyfriend. That's not a boyfriend. I just met this guy.
That's where it started. Yeah. I bet my.
I just met the guy. He's just cool.
That shit don't mean nothing to me. You know how best Luke get loose, goddamn, that motherfucker run away on your ass. Yep.
Look on what, sir? What? What's going on around?
I
What?
said, best salute. Never mind. You'll catch on later when you get to laugh. What this motherfucker called
Good morning, Black but not bitter.
right here. Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You'll catch it later.
I'm trying to catch it down. I'm gonna crack your head to the white.
Yeah.
What did you tell me?
Now, glorious love, that is the exception to the rule, the jute joint. They might not have floors or ceilings or sprinklers.
Hell, the fuck is here? Oh my god!
What happened?
Shut up at the tunnel. I'm wearing closed shoes today. I got on some shorts.
Oh.
Anyway, that's what you ate today?
Yeah, that was it. That was it for today. Yeah, that was it for today. So I'm gonna skip this iPad so you can see what you done wrote already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can catch up real fast. Yeah.
Please do. Check it at least.
Have text? Do we have text from 2022? The only text that I ever read was when it was him and Tashima. And the only reason why I actually read those is because I was on somebody else's channel and we were kind of doing a reenactment. But I just don't like, especially because there are people who can line up these text messages and everything. But they don't interest me like that. I listen to V and Native on Tuesdays, but I still don't like absorb what I've heard. After I'm cracking up from the live, then it goes out the brain, sort of like Sonya's legal expertise.
Check it at least every hour.
Yeah, when I can get it. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure my shit on my I'm gonna get my trim up today or some on my lips. I can't take it no more.
Can you do that part at least?
Yeah, I am gonna do that today.
Just a mustache. Everything else is fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that today because I can't take it no more. I'm tired of
This man said he was gonna get a trim up on his lips. So let me look at okay. I'm looking at this picture right here. Okay. Do men say that? I don't know. Do I have any? I don't have any men in here right now. I don't think. So do they say that they're going to get their lips trimmed up and they mean their mustache? I'm curious. Asking for a friend.
this shit all in my mouth.
You should be eating it at this point with your food.
I am.
Seriously?
Yeah, I am. Well, at least that shit ain't got them all dark straight. I like that part. Yeah, but the sides, this shit on the side getting gray. It make it look like I got a bald spot up top.
On your face?
No, I'm talking about in the head. You know how
spot.
Niggas have the side be bald up top. That's what it remind me of. But I ain't going bald. That's a blessing.
No, you got.
Pal 50 said, I would love to know the answer to that. So y'all are telling me that you never heard it before, so I guess it's not a thing. Attitude and Tylenol says he still talks in sharecropper. I've only heard 90 yeomen in the country say that. 90-year-old men. Linda Gibbs says Ernesto obviously didn't learn in school that 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except February. He definitely don't know that.
You good with the hair.
Yeah, for right now.
You good with the face. Even if you went bald, you got a nice head. Shit, you can go bald.
I don't know about that part.
Yeah, you can. You got a real nice. You got a nice head. That's what Trisha said. She thought you got a nice head. I was like, you know, right?
What the hell?
Trisha ain't say that. She did not say that. I know she did not say that. Not at all. Not at all.
Y'all doing it now. That's all y'all doing.
You're breaking it down.
So what?
You got a nice head. You know what I don't like about the video? Your clothes are so baggy. I'm like, you
You know
can't even
how
see the.
old that shit is, man. That shit
I
old as you.
know. I can tell by the clothes. Like, cause I'm like, geez, the clothes are so bad. You can't even see his body.
No, no, I know nigga gonna walk around like that back then. No. Now motherfucker walk
No.
around with the pants so goddamn tight, look like it's on their
No,
skin
you
right
gotta
now.
have tight pants. I'm talking about fitted shirts. I don't care about the pants. I thought the shirt was big. You couldn't see your body and your arms. You could see a little bit, but not really.
What
I
you
was looking at it for the sexual aspect of it. I wasn't really looking for I was just looking at it sexually.
Okay, ill. So there are some men, like I've been out, you know, anybody who's listened to me for a minute knows I like those chocolate men. And it's just even better when they're bald. But sometimes, I'll be somewhere and I'll see a guy and I might look back. But he's just not somebody who I'd look back at. He just doesn't have a look to make me, double take. And then if I talk to him, I really, really would be going the opposite direction. So I just don't understand. I don't know if it was the liquid V, the dildos. I don't know. But what has this woman so infatuated? This BS about, oh, he was there for me. Because let's pretend we believe that, she's there for him now because he was there for her when she was in the hospital for 4 months, 1 month, 2 days, whatever it's going to be next time she talks. Okay, let's pretend. But what is it that's got her like so infatuated? She slept with him day two. Now we're finding out she slept with him when she got out the hospital ill.
And I was like,
Oh,
I can't see his body. God damn. Can you
wow.
see his body? What's going on? I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay, okay. I get it. I
I'm
understand.
sexually attracted to you, so I be on that perv stuff, so.
Okay, well that's okay then. You can do that. At least I know you're 100%. You're 100% now. Yeah,
Mm.
you're 100%. You know what you get that thing to, what you ain't gonna get to.
Well, she was giving it to you when she wasn't 100%. So why would it even matter? Now, Salt and Pepper Trusted says he's so vain. Nigga, you in jail. Who cares? You know, he is a vain person. He is a vain person. He is a me, now, tantrum person. I know he has siblings. I don't know the order, like if he's first, middle, last, but I can just imagine that he just did not get any attention as a child. I mean, he's so self centered. And not all self centered people are self centered because they didn't get attention as a child. He just, I don't know. I just really would like to just delve into all of that because just to figure him out. Like, did anybody talk to him? Did anybody interact with them? I don't know. I'm so curious.
Okay. So, okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
What?
That walk.
Hey man, get back on your focus today. Get back on focus, please.
I
Get back.
am looking at that walk.
What in the hell? What got into you yesterday? What's going on with you?
Oh, what happened with what?
You got what you say? Looking at all these different items and stuff. What got into you yesterday?
Which means looking at different items. Looking
I
at
mean,
you.
you been here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I
Because
was
she's a
looking at you before I could
stalker.
see you. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll do? I'll watch the video. But I damn sure want to go on that other page and look at all that other stuff. So,
By that other page, do you mean Shirley Strawberry's page? Sonya, is that the page that makes you so jealous? If she could delete Shirley's Instagram, she would. Or at least, well, we know Shirley took all the pictures of him off anyway. So that probably, I guess, made her happy. But I bet she still goes over there just staring at that page, wishing she was just a teeny bit as sophisticated and classy as Shirley is.
Oh, did you ever see that video I made out there in California out there in the buildings out
no.
there? Yeah, going into the big motor home.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
Motorhome? Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, you seen that? Was the one upstairs and downstairs? I don't think you seen that
She
yet.
is not focusing this camera. I feel like I need glasses on top of glasses.
What are you talking about?
And she's looking at you with all the pictures on the walls and stuff.
Oh no, that's old. That shit, man. That shit goddamn 12 years old.
That's fine. Oh, that's 12 years old. That's before your wife. That's even better.
Yeah, that's 12 years old. That shit old.
Are y'all hearing this? How are you? How are you jealous of your married boyfriend's wife? I'm not exactly sure how that works. I've never been in a position like that, never will get into a position like that. But how do you get? I don't understand how that works. I want somebody to tell me that. Attitude and Tylenol said Shirley had no idea Nesto had this wench watching her. That's actually scary. Reef and Muff's mom said, yep, she's still looking. Scorpio Vibes says she is so bothered by Shirley. She is. Shy Joe says she got busted. One of the phone calls from prisons caught her listening to the strawberry letter, and Nesto said, who is that? She said, oh, I'm just listening to the radio. It was Shirley. TDC said, OMG, Sonya. Miss Buckeye said, the nerve of this hen. And Chick-fil-A Gal says, I believe Sonya was crushing more on Shirley than Nesto at some point. You know what? And I'm going to tell you this. And this is what Kimmy, who said, I bet Sonya has a wedding picture of Shirley's face blacked out and hers in. Don't that sound like her? It sounds just like her to do something like that. But I just can't imagine being that desperate for someone. I don't even like I wouldn't even want to see, like, if I am seeing somebody, I don't want to see pictures unless, I just happen to see one that's laying around or whatever. I don't want to see pictures of old girlfriends and stuff like that. But I would not get myself in a situation where there is a wife that I got to be jealous of. Jealous of a wife. Juju D said, I thought that it was Shirley she was listening to. And Miss Buckeye said hideous.
But I've been around these folks. Listen, I create my own avenue. I mean, I've been around.
So why don't you have the trucks anymore? Because those are really nice.
I got rid of them shit, baby. Got rid of all that. I got rid of all
Why?
that. Because, first of all,
Now, did he get rid of it or was it taken?
They doing that now. They doing mobile barbershops and
I know they were. Them niggas, I was doing it before they didn't have license, but I'm the first one doing all that shit.
First of all, Nesto, you don't and never have had a license. That's number one. Number two, we've heard the phone call where he said he should have patented the 24-hour barbershop concept, as if you can patent time. And I know as far back as the mid 80s, there were salons staying open 24 hours, never closing. So why he thinks he was on to something hip and happening, I don't know. And I will tell you something else. Nesto does not seem like the type of person who gets ideas. What I do believe is he probably saw something and looked at what he saw and came up with a concept. But I don't believe that he thought about, oh, let me do mobile barber. Or better yet, when he was married to Carol, that sounds like something maybe she might have came up with as a plan and not him. So I just don't see him having any originality. B. Williams says the repo man got them trucks. He ain't gonna say that. Black but not bitter says Sonya is a series of Lifetime movies. She is just as dangerous as Nesto. I mean, like, every time I think of her, I think of For My Man that comes on. What is it, BET or TV1? Reef and Muff's mom said recycling stolen vehicles. Sonya is the type of person that would I could foresee, like, say he got out and he was with Shirley. I could foresee her, like, parked down the street just watching, sitting outside, wherever she's working. I can see her just being 24 hours across the street just watching the house. She strikes me as that type of person. Attitude and Tylenol said him and Carol had it first. Yeah, I don't believe that he came up with that concept originally by himself. Justin's mom says they have 24-hour salons in Detroit. Good morning, Houston foodie. Scorpio Vibe says, right, Carol is behind that idea. Good morning, Donnell. She says, ain't she something else? Jealous of Shirley. She is such a stalker. 14 plus 1 says, I never understood. She hates Shirley. Shirley never did anything to her. I just don't get it. She's just jealous. I think that she's one of those people who she's jealous of a lot of people. And I think that that's why she refers to all of us as bitter black bitches, because she's jealous. Sight unseen. She is just jealous. Aaliyah B, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, for making me laugh no matter what. I am so happy to do so. And thank you once again. I really appreciate it. Attitude and Tylenol said, I am surprised she didn't go on that infamous field trip. I know, right? Good morning, TD617. Who else do we have in here? Chick-fil-A gal says maybe she's jealous of Shirley's whole colon. Oh gosh. Miss Veronica says she was upset because um, Shirley Strawberry stopped putting in her money. Yeah, I bet that did make her jealous because she had to shelter all of the cost. And she wanted to be, if you missed the video I did a couple of hours ago, she said she wanted to be fourth in line. She didn't want to be that main person. She wanted to be fourth in line um, as a helper to him. She was just only supposed to do the legal. Yanobi Danae says Shirley better never um get get a what rabbit. Okay, let me start all over. Yanobi Danae says Shirley better never get a rabbit because she'll come home to find it boiling in a pot on the stove. Reef and Muff's mom says she's very jealous of all bloggers because you all are beautiful with edges. But she's jealous because we do reactions and commentary on the stuff she says. That's what I don't get. And then I also think she's, well, no, I'm not going to say, I was going to say maybe a little intimidated because we can keep our facts together and she can't. But I don't know, because I just think she doesn't care. If she's caught in a lie, she's caught in a lie. She just does not care.
I'm ahead of my time. I'm
Oh,
way ahead of
Lord.
my time. You went to the futurist shit I'm on right now when I get out. This is really Pluto right now. So you're in a great position right now. I'm just listening. That's all I'm doing.
Monica said this.
Nesto, it will be the future when you get out.
Yeah, you're in
Mm.
a great position right now. Yes, you are. You
Mm.
have
I
you
can't see
have
your arms.
possibility.
I can see the ashy elbows though. In that one picture, you got some
Listen,
ashy
man.
elbows.
Listen. Are
You
you
got some ashy elbows.
damn? Are you trying to catch a 3D motion right now? I think that's what you're trying to do.
Not a 3 days.
Yeah.
Look at that. I can't see your body. It's fuck. Mm.
Okay.
I see a little head of yours.
Pip Pal 50, I wonder, does he know any other planets? Because if you notice, he always feel like he's on Pluto. Always. I mean, does he know there's a Saturn, a Mars, a Venus? I mean, does he know?
A little peanut bit. It's so cute.
If I hadn't did nothing that you wouldn't have no motion going on. See?
None. This is my
None.
porn. This is my porn. Oh, that shit is nice out on the street. Let's go back on that one. That's a nice shirt right there.
Okay. All right. All right.
Mm.
But it's
Right
morning
there.
time.
Right there.
You got business to do. You ain't got time to sit down and talk right now.
Oh, what I'm supposed to do? What I gotta do?
You got business you're supposed to be doing. I'm talking about business. I'm talking about your own stuff. You got your plans together. Got everything in order. Yeah. Got motion going on now. Yeah, he gonna call you. He gonna call you before the goddamn end of the week.
Who?
Low.
Who gonna call me?
Low
I ain't gonna think about Low and his feelings. Low ain't gonna call me because Trav already sat there and told his ass. Now he done went and found looking for another apartment because you keep saying he about to leave. So she said ain't no security in this situation, and so just to let you leave, because Trav talked like a bitch.
Damn.
Which is fine if he said it like that. If he didn't put no extra spin like most people try to do, put a spin on it. That's why I was kind of calling myself to have a conversation. I don't want it to be what Trav did.
Okay, I was trying to let her get it out because I'm just trying. She appears to be talking in circles, as she speaks. TD 617 says, now he don't know names of no other planets, okay? Nesto Nesto, it is not Monday. She only works on Monday. That's right. The office is closed every day except for Monday afternoon when she gets up. Penny Proud said these imaginary people. I think she got these names from Low. Wait a minute. Did somebody I think maybe somebody said they look Low up. I'm not sure. But she's talking like business. I mean, like, how many people are involved in this business? Oh, this person said this, and that person said that, and this, that, and that, and that. And if I can remember correctly, she never did get her couple $100,000 back from Low. Penny Proud said a Tubi movie. That girl said Nesto wants this hen to bring some money in. I just think now in these recent visits and stuff, he is just so disinterested. I mean, so disinterested.
You or what Trav say to you. It shouldn't be a what Trav say situation.
Cause
you talk to me about what I say to you, not what you heard Trav tell you, because Trav has brought back bad information before.
What'd you say? The email you put in?
Well, hold on, let me pause this out. I said
she don't she just wrote the email. She had okay.
Want me to send it to you on the email?
No, I didn't want you to tell me.
I love this man. If you don't get him out, I will kill you.
You didn't say that shit. I know you ain't put yourself in no position like that.
So I said 5 months on December 7th. That's the title. And so I see nothing has been filed as of yet. Can you call me and tell me what's going on your end? What are you planning to file in his cases? Not how to do the lack of communication and response.
See, I knew there was somebody that would know. That girl said Low is a real person, but he dropped Sonya from the contract. Well, I mean, let her tell it. She dropped him, but I Revive says something about his face looks weak. Shy Joe says she's out too much into absolutely nothing.
On to email, this is not acceptable. That's it.
Okay, yeah, he gonna hit you back on. It's not acceptable. That mean that. So tell them on all that old flaky ass shit.
So what you want to do is you want to put conversation so that if you ever get a bar complaint, so you always want to say stuff. So it kind of triggers if they ever get a bar complaint on me. So that's what triggered a lawyer to move, because she said this. So that's grounds they could use if they ever did a bar complaint against me. So you always want to use certain words with an attorney to make them feel like, you or your secretary thing said shit. Like, you could have had the Julie's call.
Right.
You didn't even have the Julie's call. If you
You know what? Okay, she's talking about putting in a bar See, this is the thing. You don't play with people's career. This man has done nothing to her or to him. So why would you want to even mess with somebody's career like that? Maybe because you've never had one and you don't understand what a career is. But she is up here trying to, and she did write a bad review. She told Nesto that she took it down. I don't believe that she did, but she did write a bad review. I saw it. I think I tried to find it again and couldn't. But I playing with people's careers, like, that's something I take serious. And just because things aren't going your way does not mean that he's not doing his job. And furthermore, the way I see it is this man has been accessible to your girlfriend. She calls him every day. She's sending him emails several times a day. She's writing up stuff and sending it to him for him to say, and all this kind of stuff. She's running interference. I don't know where, because I can recall something that made me think she called Shirley pretending she was from Krell's office. And I don't know why that always comes to me like that. But to me, you don't play around with, I'm very serious about playing around with people's livelihood. But she's not, because she's never really had one.
too fucking busy. How your girls call?
Right. And my medical condition is not at the par, so I'm supposed to be out on that anyway.
Let's say that too. Okay, hold on.
When was Erica out by this time? Because he's supposed to be out on his medical condition. There are people who are in prison with serving time and have cancer, and they don't always get out. So I think he's just trying it. Reef and Muff's mom, so she wrote a bad review for Krell and BC. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is the one, the only V. Lenore, how are you doing, V? I've been up all night doing this. That girl says, I think she called Shirley also. I don't know what it is and what's making me think that. But for some reason, I think that she did. Pen Pal 50 said, I think Erica got out in 2023. Yeah, I thought, because this is what 2022 does. I gotta dig up her hearing. I got that somewhere around here. But yeah, it's funny, grasping. Here we are grasping at straws, like, oh, well, if my attorney can't get me out, I'm sick. Let me out because I'm sick.
So with another one.
Yeah, you're supposed to be a super lawyer now. You're supposed to be super lawyer, and I don't know why my family member is so what do you call it? Intrigued.
Wait a minute, y'all. Family remember. We almost done. So remember when this alleged niece was, contacting the lawyer, and who did it end up being? One of Sonya's nieces or somebody like that. Of course, I think it was Sonya all along, but it's just me. But y'all remember that? See, we listen to these 2022 calls, and it starts to trigger other calls we've already heard. Now, y'all, so see, I'm not the only one under the impression that she called Shirley pretending to be from the attorney's office. I'm not the only one. Okay. So, okay, Erica 2023. Dee Dee says it was her. Good morning, Amelia. Amelia. She said he had her call the lawyer and Sonya pretended to be his secretary. Wow. Black but not bitter says at Legacy, I just sent you Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Ari Vibes said, Ari Vibes says, is this bitch that said she never said anything negative about Shirley? Child, you, you know what's funny? We could probably pull up, I don't know how many calls for each thing she alleges she did not do. We could probably pull up 6 calls to prove she did. Just like, how many times did she, we know it's a visit and a phone call when she talked about being a CO. We just heard her do this interview when I did part 2 a couple hours ago, where she was talking to Sylvia about being in jail. Now, how can you be an inmate and a CO? I don't know how that works. Dee Dee says she was frauding and impersonating a niece. Pen Pal 50 said niece was Sonya. Stacy, that first twin, said it was Sonya's daughter's name and address. Kimmy, who says, I remember the niece. She was at a visit laughing about it. Man, see, it's like we can throw this stuff back in her face every single time. Chick-fil-A gal said, yes, playing the niece. Boy, I love these trips down memory lane. V. Lenore says she's such a treacherous liar. That girl says this side hen asked Nesto if he wanted her to slap Shirley. And she says she didn't say that, but we heard it. We heard it. Hey, Shay B, how are you doing? Shay B said LOL before she tells this lie. Because she's a liar, and them pants is always on fire.
With your services.
One of your family members is intrigued on my services?
Me. Now you say he.
Oh.
He is me.
Oh, you want me to say that?
Yes.
That you're intrigued by his services?
Well, not intrigued. Just say,
I was going to say, no, that's a compliment, the fuck?
That's what I was saying, and I basically, intrigued.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
so is imperative.
Yeah, because he's not going to have
Intrigued isn't a compliment. It's more of it's a descriptive word. So it's, wow.
a Happy Friday. I have a Happy Friday because I have not had a Happy Friday. I just smoking screens here.
He hasn't have a happy Friday. It's a smoke and screen fill. Whatever that means.
You don't know why. Yeah.
That might be too insulting. We're not going to say that.
And also say I'm not worried about this turn. I'm worried about you.
Who not worried about what? What am I saying?
You have 1 minute remaining.
This turn, you worried about him.
Okay. You're going to go to his office and smack the Jew out of his ass.
Go ahead, love. Go ahead.
I love you.
I love you too.
It's only going to come. Make sure you work.
I got you. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Shout out to phone calls from prison, from like dropping surprises on us. We so appreciate it. Now, V. Lenore says that one of the reasons Sonya's pants are always on fire is because it's always full of shit. Very much so, like her mouth is. Chick-fil-A, that I added that part. Chick-fil-A gal says, just give up the paragraphs, Nesto. Good morning, beautifully made 13. I Revive says this dude should never speak, never. Reef and Muff's mom said, I hate that clucking. Miss Buckeye says, Shay know exactly when to drop these calls. I'm telling you, gosh, I mean, and it always seems like it's right on time. Because I'm really liking hearing this after hearing that garbage she fed Sylvia. Kenna 14 says it's a good thing Sonya knows about these calls, that we can follow her movements. She would have been very hurtful to Shirley in the long run. She is not to be trusted. I wouldn't trust her. Not like I said. I honestly think like if Nesto had gotten out and him and Shirley were still together, I think she would have been a danger to Shirley. I really do. I Revive says, ugh, his voice makes me sick. He sounds like Uncle Ruckus. Oh my gosh. Houston Foodie said, this girl is sad. Shy Joe Kinyo says, have an awesome day, everyone. Yes, everyone, have an awesome day. Good morning, Vic to the bell. She says, child, why are y'all up so early? It's early on the West Coast. Vic to the bell, I ain't been asleep yet. Talks with TK says, such an insult to our intelligence how she continues to lie on IS's page. Yeah, very much so. Very much so. And Pen Pal 50 said, I love these new set of calls. Me too. Well, y'all, it has been real. I am going to go and try to get me a little bit of shut eye and get back up and do something else. Oh, wait a minute. No, nobody go anywhere. Nobody go. Black but not bitter. I don't know why. I'm just now, your email just came across, but okay. Let me, where is it? Because she was Anna, wasn't she Anna Waller or something? Wait a minute. Look at the. Okay. Wow. This is not her, but I just find it interesting. It says, I hired this lawyer for a simple DUI case. He charged me $1,500 and did absolutely nothing. Not only did he not show up at my final hearing, he lied to my face. He told me the plea deal I was taking would grant me a restricted license. However, after I took the plea, my license was suspended for 6 months. I thought that when you took a plea, I thought that you had to, because you have to sign those, don't you have to uh read it before you sign it? But anyway, it says for 6 months, and when I asked him, he lied and said the court made a clerical error. Then he stopped answering my phone calls and texts. Extremely unprofessional. I would not use. I have reported him to the Georgia bar. So this, you know what? I'm convinced she wrote this. It sounds like her. So let me find the actual review that she wrote. Loser. He's a terrible. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. These all sound like her. Says, here's another one that says, worst attorney ever. My cousin hired him last year to defend a criminal case, a huge criminal case. This man will nag you for all his money up front, which is unheard of, then will show up in court and act like it's a joke. He doesn't return phone calls and doesn't file the necessary paperwork like he claims he is going to do. Like he says he is going, like he says he's going to file to save the defendant his all he's concerned about is that upfront payment, and his practices of law are very questionable. It's like he does not care about he does not wait. It's like he does not care. Do not hire this man if your life depends on it. Okay. It's giving brokey. That's her right there. but I'm actually trying. Okay, that was a 1-star review. Okay, loser. Oh, okay. Got the lion lawyer. We got the loser. Black but not bitter. Is this let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I oh no 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 no. I didn't hit a wrong button. I don't want to write a review. Let me see if I find if I see is Anna Waller's in here? Loser, loser. It's too funny. This is too funny. Um oh, there's more? Wait a minute. Oh wow. Oh wow. Talks with TK said he should track her IP address. And yeah, these are reviews, Vic to the Veil. These are reviews. And I believe she wrote every last one of them. Every last. It sounds like her. It sounds like her talking. It really does. So yeah. So I'm a put this on the community wall. Wow. Okay, y'all. Text Toy says, at Chick-fil-A, Gail, I can see her trying to sound dumb and ghetto because that's how she thinks all Black people spend, except her. I don't know why she does not realize or think she's ghetto. Maybe because it's civil, 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 and jurisdiction, jurisdiction, jurisdiction. So, I did a body cam last night where there was a woman in Florida visiting from Ohio, and she stole from the Walmart. And, when they arrested her, they were, going through her other retail frauds, and they were from Ohio. And I just applied the Sonya Esquire for hire theory that um, in Florida, those things that she did in Ohio is not in the jurisdiction. So they shouldn't even be talking about them. That's my theory, based on the Sonya Waller Esquire for hire theory. So, Victor Lavelle said, wow, she was stalking that man because her sexual harassment didn't work. Yeah, no, it didn't work. It did not work at all. But anyway, I am going to get out of here. I am going to, like I said, get me a little nap. Native will be on sometime this afternoon, and I will be on probably either before or after. And then tonight it will be Native and V. Lenore reading the text messages, and that will be over V. Lenore's house. And hopefully, that Wi-Fi is working because Native's Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on. I don't think he's paying the bill because, I went out again last night. So this is just crazy. Text always said vampire. I am Chick-fil-A gal. I am going to enjoy my nap, but y'all enjoy y'all's day. Have a good day at work. Have a good day in whatever you are doing. Also, always loving life on the replay. Okay. Thank you. And now, one thing I can say for sure is I won't be on tonight because V and Lenore, they be on till like 3 o'clock in the morning with them texts. No, I'm just messing. But anyway, yeah, let me find some music. Shout out to the Marvelous Moon Light Ahmad, old and new. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chats and the membership. Although I think that was probably the live I did a couple hours ago. I can't quite remember. So anyway, let me get this music together. Let me find something decent. So y'all can have a good day at work. I really want to use my favorite song. Where's my favorite song? I always say I want to play my favorite song, and then I hit the wrong one. I think this is it right here. I love it. So y'all have a good day. Enjoy your day. And I will be back on a little later on.